You don't know how fucking hard I've been working on this, Sid. You do not know Sid. Sid, everybody.
Was that you? Oh shit, I pushed the wrong button.
What I was trying to do was this.
It's Sid.
Sid.
From Toy Story.
Let's not kid ourselves. We are the gods or devils of this planet. We are the ones who can destroy it.
We are monsters, to be exact.
Or little midgets, either or.
Sorry, I'm gonna be goofing around all day with
I
this.
love it. Let's go.
Thanks, dude. So
That's
yeah,
my vibe.
I love that.
Sid.
It's sad.
I'm glad I downloaded that last night. Dude, you don't even understand how long of a process it takes to build something of this nature.
I know.
Just to please my friends.
Thank you for all your hard work.
Why, thank you. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I definitely want to stress the fact that human beings are the reason why there is evil in this world and why there is heaven in this world. What do you think about that, Sid? What are your thoughts on, because you said openly I'm an atheist,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't like to label myself because right away you're going to get judgment.
I
This
know.
cancel culture we're talking
I'm
about.
trying to demystify that. Let's get some more loud, proud atheists out
Please,
there.
please elaborate. What
You
is
know.
what is your belief system? Like, how did you come to this conclusion? Why do you stand so firmly on being what you are? And take your time. Give it a few seconds to think about.
Okay.
Give it a thought.
Okay.
It's Sid.
I could DJ too. Oh, you want it? You want to freaking dance and get freaky? Heck no, dude.
I need a club night.
I got you covered. Wait. All right.
There we go.
I love this jam, dude.
The jungle jam.
Damn, this is so dope.
We need to go out.
Yeah, chilling with Sid. You know how we live. Yeah, kid. Still vegan life.
Vegan.
Getting it right. Yeah, keep it hype, doing my thing. Something on the mic, yeah. Something like that.
Oh, freestyle. I love it.
I can freestyle, yeah. I
love it.
I stumbled a little bit there. Anyway, yeah, so you had plenty of time to think about this now.
Yes, I did.
We went through some emotions there of awesome beats and whatnot. So now,
We did.
Doesn't religion implement tools necessary for our society to think positive, to have morality?
That's the big one. That's what a lot of people, I feel like that's the number one reason why people are so against atheism. They can't imagine an atheist secular person having values and morals, which is exactly why I became atheist and vegan roughly at the same time. I had this like total awakening, like paradigm shift where I just realized like, no, wait, values are not assigned by God or religion. And if they are, well, how do we come to terms with all the different religions? There's Eastern religion, which is very, that's a totally different style than Western religion, which is, Christianity and Islam and all of that. So I just thought, well, wait, so how are we to determine who's right as far as moral values go? Is it the Judeo-Christian values? Is it the Eastern philosophy-based values? Like Buddhism and meditation, like who's right? Religion was literally created out of not having an explanation or an understanding of how the world works.
It's just like do what you're told type shit.
Yeah.
Don't question.
Don't
do
question.
what you're told.
Well, and not only that, it's like we didn't have astronomy, science, mathematics, from the beginning of time. That evolved over time. And so I think that was kind of just the quick, easy answer. Oh, there's, the stars in the sky, the sun rises and sets. We don't know why, we don't know how, but maybe there's a magical higher being, higher power up there that's creating all of this. And so obviously as we evolved and began to understand science, mathematics, and how these things actually do work, and, the answers are in the science and in the mathematics and all of that, it's almost like, well, so why is religion still a thing? That's what confuses me.
It's fear, dude.
It's fear.
Like, just listen to that.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, you're in this cathedral or church, Catholic church, and the sound is like, it's like right out of a movie.
It is. It's
scary.
like God's watching you.
Yeah, it's
You're
like,
going to be
ugh.
punished if
And
you
then
don't fall in line.
Heaven is like, oh my God, this is so pleasant.
Right?
Why wouldn't I want to
No
be
wonder
here?
people are religious. This is what they want. They want pearly gates. They want, a nice, happy life, afterlife.
Exactly. They're afraid of there being nothing. It's almost like this selfish mentality, like what happens to me after all this?
Exactly. Which is, again, like the same reason why I went vegan. Because the reason why I wasn't vegan was out of 100% pure selfishness. I thought, I like the way these foods taste. I like these leather boots. They're cute. I don't care what happens to the animals.
Yeah.
It's a
Damn.
completely anthropocentric, humans first. Humans are superior.
Whoa, what does that mean? What now?
So anthropocentric, I love that word.
Alexa?
I learned that word when I went vegan. And it's basically anthropocentrism is the ideology that human beings are superior to all other biological organisms, all other animals, all other, species. We are superior because we're humans. We're different. We're supposedly the smartest, according to some humans. And so, it's literally an ideology that we are superior.
I am the smartest man alive!
Yeah, it's not true. You're not the smartest man alive. You're just on this planet, just like the rest of us. This is what I'm thinking when you're talking, because you got such a big vocab. I'm like, damn, but Sid, how would you explain that to like a little kid? Because like anthropologists, whatever that is, like how the fuck they gonna know what that means? You know what I mean?
I would say, hey, you know how black people and white people are equal? Think about this. Animals and people are equal. I'm going to rock their world.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'll be like, bro, it's the same thing. It'll be that meme, that black guy who's like touching his head. Like, think about it. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, it's the meme, dude. Like, I just rocked your brain. I just rocked your world.
I like that.
And it's not a hard conclusion to come to
Sure.
arrive to, because that's why we're vegan in the first
Yeah.
place. We all came to that conclusion. So I would just talk about how, there's been a history of different prejudice in one form or another, whether it's slavery, with black people, or anti-Semitism or anti-women, sexism. And I'll say, and we evolved from all of that. So if we can evolve from that thinking and those prejudices, we can certainly evolve from thinking that animals are less than and that we are entitled to eat them and exploit them.
All right. So the next thing I wanted to get into, I know I showed it a few times now, is
Yes,
Mr.
Jeffrey.
Dahmer.
Jeffrey. I watched that show and I came away just feeling a lot of empathy for Jeff.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Unpopular opinion. I know. Trust me.
I don't know how to react to that.
Well, think about it.
Overall, let's look at the
Suffered immensely, just internally, was a social outcast, had debilitating borderline personality disorder, like antisocial. Just like, I felt for the guy. Like, what can I say?
Well, you are an empath, and empaths feel for others, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So Jeffrey Dahmer, first thing is that caught my attention was that he was constantly drinking in every episode.
Yes.
Talk about-
Alcoholic.
Every episode, the guy was drunk, and it numbs your sensibility. It numbs you to not be able to feel for someone else's pain.
Yeah, I think that was part of his process once he did start killing people. And there's quotes of this too online. You can read them where he talks about he had to get into that mindset of seeing them as an animal, which, oh my God, once again, the parallels of veganism there. He's talking about seeing these people, these victims, as animals in order to be able to do what he did to them. The drinking was definitely part of that.
Second thing I wanted to talk about with Jeffrey Dahmer is I noticed Jeffrey Dahmer's father normalized dead animals to Jeffrey.
Yes.
They both look forward to finding dead bodies on the road to take home and dissect. What were your thoughts when you saw that?
I mean, my initial thought was like, okay, well, that's a little creepy. And I wouldn't be showing a little kid a dead Like, it's just fucked
this
up.
Is the heart.
It's creepy.
This is the heart, Sid. This is the brain, Sid.
I'd be like, okay, I'm traumatized now. Thanks, Dad.
The third thing I noticed about Jeffrey was that he liked men, which was frowned upon in the time that he was alive.
Oh, yeah.
So I did feel for him on that, like, because I know what it's like to be a religious person and be like, gay people, that's wrong.
They're going to hell.
They're fags, you know?
They're going to burn. Yep.
So his own grandmother, like disapproved of that, told him he needed Jesus. You know, good old Jesus will save you from what you enjoy doing that doesn't harm anybody else. So there we go with that. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, actually, I think that kind of played a part in him getting away with it for so long, because a lot of the crime, well, not a lot, all the crimes were against homosexual men. And so when these reports, these missing persons reports would come out and, oh, he was at this club and then he never came back, I think the cops were genuinely like, well, some gay guy's missing or some gay black guy's missing. Like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna put a lot of man hours into that.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think definitely the homophobia played a big part. When the young Filipino boy was outside and he was all, zombied out, the cops were literally just like, oh, ma'am, it's his boyfriend. You remember? Like, I mean, here's this guy who's like barely alive and they're all just taking his word for it. Like, oh, yeah, which, there's the racist element as well. He was a white man, very, seemingly nice guy.
Yeah, he
and
seemed calm.
It's just boyfriend stuff. Like, don't worry about it.
He always stayed like plain face too. Like his behavior when I went to school to be a police officer, and they teach you to observe behavior. If there's any signs of weirdness and awkwardness, and he was just like flush, like his face was just
there's that antisocial behavior.
He's my boyfriend. We're going inside. He was just like very chill.
Very, very calm.
So number 4, his excuse for the dead bodies in his house.
God, so gross.
Was animal meat gone bad?
Yes. The meat was spoiled. My refrigerator's broken.
So like that's what dead corpses smell like. It's similar to human beings. So because we're all animals.
I got some meat that went bad.
Damn, that's good.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, that was the excuse. And he used it time and time again. And they were like, Jeff, this is getting out of control. It smells so bad. Oh, well, the freezer's broken or whatever he said.
And there were several times Jeff should have been caught by his dad, his grandma, the cops, neighbors, and a judge who gave him a second chance after he raped that Asian boy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And his family was in the court, and because they didn't speak good English, they were like frowned upon. What a crazy time.
Because he was white. Yeah, white man.
Yeah, I found it extremely odd too that people were sending Jeff money to his prison cell.
Yeah.
And wanting autographs.
I'm not, because all of these all of these serial killers, they instantly become notorious, and they get a sense of celebrity in these people. Yeah, Ted Bundy, all of them. They get fan mail.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy,
so you kind of understand
sending paintings to people, it's crazy.
Our society is warped. Our brains are warped. I mean,
but it's fascinating. It's like, why do we love this? Why do I love this stuff? I don't know.
Well, maybe.
I mean, I do know because it's
been
totally
indoctrinated?
No, because it's totally insane, and it's something that I could never comprehend doing or experiencing. And so the fact that these people are capable of doing this and think this way and commit these heinous crimes, it's so out of my realm of reality and possibility that I think that's why we're all fascinated by it.
Right. Now, do you feel the same way about Al-Qaeda in terrorist attacks? What's the difference?
Not as sexy. Definitely not as sexy.
Okay, there's got to be sex
appeal. You gotta
appeal.
love this. Well, not like, you know what I mean? Not literally sexy, but just like, these are everyday people. These are people that walk among us. Radical Islam and Al-Qaeda, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's kind of like religion gone bad or whatever. But with these guys, it's like, oh, they look so normal and they're part of our community, but they've got people's body parts in their fridge. It's like, oh my God, it's so shocking.
Just say it. Muhammad's not hot.
Fuck no!
Although those beheading videos are pretty crazy.
Dude, do you watch those?
I've watched one and I wanted to die. I was so graphic and so violent,
when I hear
so
that.
incomprehensible that I was like witnessing a real video.
Because I
love horror movies.
Yeah, so I was about to say, you're
I
a
love
horror
violence.
freak.
I love gore. I mean, Terrifier 2 is really good, by the way. Super gory.
Don't know what that is.
Really good movie. Check
What
it
is
out.
it?
A Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Art
Terrifier
the
1.
Clown. He's a black and white clown and he just goes around like butchering people. It's really cool.
So you're telling me that...
So I love horror movies, but
you
like
can
watching...
watch a horror movie, you can see someone
because
get
I
stabbed.
know it's fake, Lou.
But when you see a
It's
real
fake.
video...
But when I see a real video, I'm like, holy fucking shit! They just cut that guy's head off. So yeah.